Hey guys, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to read the whole book. Um, I know I said I was going to do this throughout the week, but I think it's best if I try to get the whole book done now, which means I'm going to be rereading the first three or whatever episodes already, and I'm hoping that by doing this maybe I can get a full segment in. I might delete the other episodes. It depends on what else content-wise is in there. If it's like important to what I've been going through these last few weeks, since I started my summer class. But I think it's best if I officially do this now. I'm gonna at least keep the first episode because that has all the little details of everything. So that way, and I'm gonna, even though I've got a little calendar notice, I'm gonna just keep ignoring it. So we are gonna go through certain pages, like the kind of credit page in the beginning. I'm not gonna read and maybe the very last line on the page 38, or 33, which I did already. But I don't think we're gonna read everything on the back or everything in the little film thing, because this book has been out for long enough where I don't think anybody should not know about it. So with that being said, we are rereading from the beginning and continuing from where I left off, Marlon Bundo, or Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo. Last week's night with John Oliver presents A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo, written by Marlon Bundo with Jill Twist, illustrated by E.G. Keller. Let's just hope we don't get any phone calls. And on the inside there's a bow tie for Marlon and glasses for the character Wesley, which is cute. Last week's night with John Oliver presents A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo, written by Marlon Bundo with Jill Twist, illustrated by E.J. Keller. Chronicle Books, San Francisco. Hello, my name is Marlon Bundo, and I am a bunny. I live with Mom, Grandma, and Grandpa in an old stuffy house on the ground of the U.S. Naval Observatory. That's because my grandpa is the vice president of That's because my grandpa is the vice president. His name is Mike Pence. But this story isn't going to be about him, because he isn't very fun. This story is going to be about me, because I'm very, very fun. This is the story of my very special day. My very special day started out like every other day. I woke up all alone, then I ate a fine bunny breakfast all alone, while I watched the news all alone. You see, sometimes old stuffy houses are also lonely. After breakfast, I hopped to the garden to look at the flowers and say hello down there to the bugs. Hello, Phil. Hello, Dennis. That's Phil and Dennis. That's when I saw him. He was a big fluffy bunny with the floppiest floppy ears and the bushiest bushy tail. He was a beautiful bunny. He was bunny beautiful. My apologies. Aww. I was standing still, but being near him made me feel like my heart was still hopping. And there is the bunny. I know, I should close the blinds, but... My name is Marlon, I said, but my family calls me Botus. It's short for Bunny of the United States. It's a long story. My name is Wesley, and my family calls me Wesley, said Wesley. Wesley and I hopped together all around the garden. We hopped over the daisies, we hopped over the tiny carrots that weren't ready to grow up and be lunches yet. We hopped over Phil and Dennis. I don't think Phil and Dennis are really happy about the hopping. We hopped through every part of the garden, and we didn't want to stop hopping, so we hopped right inside the old stuffy house. We hopped up and down the creaky stairs and made beautiful creaky stair music together. I want to say stair noises because I know how stairs creak. We hopped through the kitchen and maybe left a few bunny prints. Yeah, no kidding. We hopped through very boring meetings with very boring people. It was a very good hop. It was the best hop. I realized something. When I hopped with Wesley, my old stuffy house didn't feel lonely anymore. And at the end of our hop, I said, Wesley, I don't want to hop without you ever again. And Wesley said, that's funny, because I don't want to ever hop without you, Marlon Bundo, ever again. And we both said, we will get married and hop together forever. Oh, and if you're wondering why these are in my hair, behind my ears, that's because I have older glasses where they rub up against the sides of my head sometimes, and it is very unpleasant, so I wear these when I'm at home as much as possible. Okay, now this is the last page we had read last week, so now we're going to be that's the last reread, and then we will be going further until as far as I can go. Hello everyone, we said to all the animals in the garden. Hello Phil and Dennis, the bugs. Hello Pumpernickel, who is a badger. Hello Scooter, who is a head turtle. Hello Dill Pickle, who is a hedgehog. Hello Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog. Hello all of you. We are getting married, so we can hop together forever. Hooray, said Phil and Dennis, the bugs, and Pumpernickel, who is a badger, and Scooter, who is a turtle, and Dill Pickle, who is a hedgehog, and Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog. Hooray, said all of our friends, because that's what friends say. And here comes the next one. Wait, said a scary voice. You can't get married. We looked all around and saw that the very scary voice was coming from the stink bug. Looks a little familiar, doesn't he? Let me tell you a little bit about the stink bug. The stink bug was in charge. The stink bug was important. None of the other animals could quite work out why he was in charge or how he was important. But he was, and that meant he made the rules. That meant all the animals listened to him, and even though he was, and this is true, very stinky. Yeah, you could just see the smell coming off of him. I really like the illustrator, how they portrayed everything. Where like certain things are definitely real, other things are like definitely animated. Now this is where we would have ended if I went with my normal schedule. Boy bunnies don't marry boy bunnies, said the stink bug. Boo. Boy bunnies have to marry girl bunnies. But this is the bunny I love, said Wesley. And this is the bunny I love, said me, Marlon Bundo. Just being next to Wesley made me a little braver. Too bad, said the stink bug. I am the stinkiest and I am important. I am the stinkiest and I am in charge. Boy bunnies marry girl bunnies. Girl bunnies marry boy bunnies. This is the way it always has been. You are different, and different is bad. Wow. He is stinky and rude. The other animals whispered nervously among themselves. Pumpernickel, who was a badger, came forward. I am different too, he said. I eat my sandwich's crust first. I am different too, said Dill Pickle, who was a hedgehog. I read the ends of books before I read the beginnings, just to make sure they're not too sad for me. Well, and you guys can't see this, but he's holding the book Old Yeller. So he probably is not reading the whole book. In the end. I am different too, said Mr. Paws, who was a good dog. Sometimes I sniff butts and I don't know why. Well, we know why. It's because that's how dogs greet each other or like see if this other dog is threatening or whatnot. It's their version of saying hello. So he might not know why, but we do. Everyone is different, and different is not bad, said Scooter the Turtle. Different is special. Wait, said Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog, and also a very smart dog. We get to decide who is in charge. We get to decide who is important. We can vote. Yay, voting! So, okay. And on this very special day, all the animals voted on who was in charge, who they wanted to have in charge. And they chose not the stink bug. Hooray, said me, Marlon Bundo. Hooray, said Wesley. Hooray, said all of our friends, because that's what friends say. I'm kind of glad they didn't go through the whole list again. No, said the stink bug. Boy bunnies can't marry boy bun. You are not in charge. I'm kind of glad that how they did that. So let's see. This is where we would have ended next week. So Wesley and I got married. We had 2 handsome groom otters named Muffins and Cubby, and Flower Mouse named Hiccup. Aww. We ate and drank and danced a hokey pokey. Dill pickle was especially good. And the ceremony was performed by a cat named Pajama, who brought her wife as her date. After we ate and drank and danced, we went home together. We have to get some sleep, Marlon. Tomorrow we leave for our bunny moon. Oh, brother. I like the pun, Wolf Blitzer. I know you can't see it, but it's like... Because it doesn't matter if you love a girl bunny or a boy bunny, or eat your sandwiches backward or forward. Stink bugs are temporary. Love is forever. Aww. For every bunny who has ever felt different. The end. Okay, I think so. That is a good story. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'll save this for another time. Since I already have just the 4 pages plus a reread of the previous page from last week up, and I might just read this all together. But I'll decide by tomorrow night what's gonna happen. So if you see this video, then I decided to go with this. If you see the other one, then I will put this one up a little later, or I will redo this video. Yep. This is Sally signing off. Click like, subscribe, and see you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.